90.3 WUTK. That's what you got to tune to. My name's Benny Smith. Happy Monday afternoon to you. Thanks so much for tuning in. We really do appreciate you listening out there and for supporting WUTK. In the background, a little bit of Scott Miller and the Commonwealth. Chill, relax now. And we're going to chill and relax now with some really, really cool music here in studio. We really appreciate you listening. We love to have bands and musicians and artists and whatnot come in and perform live here on 90.3 The Rock, and especially when they've got a gig coming up or maybe a new CD to release, and especially when they're local musicians that we have been supporting for 31 years. We continue to support like no other. That's because we should. That's because we call ourselves local music's best friend, and because we've got a mighty fine local music scene. So what we're going to be doing is some live music in studio here in just a minute. And you'll be able to check this out on UTTV, The Rock Unplugged. You can check that out Thursday, Saturday, and Sunday nights at 9 o'clock, and that is on Channel 194 on the Comcast digital package, and Channel 65 here on campus. And again, that's Thursday, Saturday, Sunday nights at 9. And again, what we have are these bands who come in and perform live, or musicians or artists or whomever. And we'll put it live on the radio, but we'll, by the magic of these little video recorders that I'm shooting the peace sign into, we'll videotape it, and you get to see it a little bit later. And today, our esteemed guest, and we've been working on this for a long time, hadn't we?
Yeah.
We've got Adam and Serena McNulty, Guy Marshall here in studio. Welcome with open arms.
Well, thank you.
How are you guys and gal?
Doing very well, thank you.
So happy that you took time to join us. We really appreciate it. We've been, like I said, we've been trying to carve this thing in stone for a few months now. Between crazy schedules like you all have with work and I have with work and everything else going on, I'm glad that we were able to make it work. We'll come back and do a little more shaking and howdying and talking and catching up with you guys. Before we roll into it, though, you're tuned up. You've got you on camera. We got the mics on, obviously. How about a song for us? What you going to do?
We're going to do a county fair for you. This is a bit of a newer one.
All right.
About 6 months old or so, and we enjoy doing it, though. It's got a bit of flavor to it.
All right. Well, we're going to enjoy listening to it on this Monday afternoon live on 90.3 The Rock and on UTTV The Rock Unplugged. Hit is Guy Marshall. Let it roll.
Caught you down at the county fair. You were doing what you ought not dare. Said you were sitting on a rich man's son. You can't be a lady with your legs undone. I don't wanna seem harsh or rough, but what for the times in which we are stuck? Said the good Lord knows I've had a gal or two, but I ain't gonna let you be a one-time suit. Come on now. Said, daughter, ain't no daughter of mine. Gonna go in the woods with the rich man's son. And daughter, ain't no daughter of mine. Better listen to your pa this time. Bring it up. Daughter, ain't no daughter of mine. Gonna go in the woods with the rich man's son. And daughter, ain't no daughter of mine. Better listen to your pa this time. Better listen. that'll listen to your pa this time. That'll listen to your pa this time. That'll listen to your pa this time. That'll work.
Yes, it will. Good enough for radio. Great stuff. Guy Marshall live in studio on 90.3 The Rock and on UTTV, The Rock Unplugged. Daughter? Is that the name? What's the name?
That one's County Fair.
County Fair. Okay, cool.
We thought about calling it Daughter, and then we found out that there's 10 other songs called
I
Daughter.
was going to say, that's probably why it came right off the top of my head. And there's a band right now on college radio named Daughter that's really hot
Is it
as
really?
well.
Well,
So good call on County Fair there. Good job.
Us Tennesseans, we know about the County Fair.
Absolutely. Some of the finest food you'll ever find anywhere, man. Absolutely. Adam and Serena McNulty, better known out there in the performing world as Guy Marshall, live on studio. Here in the studios at 90.3 The Rock and on UTTV, The Rock Unplugged. I'm Benny Smith. Proud to be here. So glad to have them on a Monday afternoon again. You guys keep us happy with this great music you've been making now. How long you been together now? Has it been 2 years? Has it been almost 3? I mean, I lost count.
We're almost to 2 years.
Well,
I think,
are you?
since
2
we
years, yeah.
started like practicing as a full band.
Right. And what in the world, you two, happily married, lovely couple, do you work together too? Or do you work separate jobs?
We work separate jobs. I work for a guy that's actually in the band with us that won't be playing tonight, but for Jamie Akins, and he owns a trucking company. So
okay.
I work for him. I kind of do a lot of computer work and whatnot.
Right on.
Real interesting stuff. And and Serena, you can tell about yourself there.
Oh, I'm a hairdresser. I work out in Maryville.
Absolutely.
Actually.
Okay, cool. Right on. I know you had to arrange some schedules, and I appreciate you guys doing that. But what in the world compelled you to, a fine couple, get along great, married and all, and doing good, and then you have to get together and start making music, which, you know, that can be a pretty compromising situation. So, but it's also such a creative situation, I would think, and a very organic situation that can probably do one or two things. Can make you go opposite directions, or you can probably bring you closer together. And it seems like it's done the latter with you two. How's that working out?
Oh, it works out great. The thing that, we've been reading about Hank Williams and stuff, and I like to look at stuff like that, guys that did the same thing. He did the same thing with his wife, but she couldn't sing very well, so he had a bit of a hard time with that. But
Miss Audrey.
Oh, yeah. He had a bit of a hard time with that gal, so I've got a fantastic wife and a fantastic singer, too, so I think about those things a lot. But, it's fantastic. I started writing music probably 7 years ago. I'm not exactly sure, and Serena, me and her have been together for about that time, and I played for 3 or 4 years, just writing a lot of songs all the time and playing them for her and only her, and then she said that I've got to start playing them to other people, so she's the push and
catalyst behind it.
That's right. That's right.
Well, at least Miss Audrey gave Hank a lot of things to write about.
He did do that.
So there might be something good to come out of all that, I guess. So
that's right.
And obviously she's an inspiration to you, and he is to you as well, Serena, which is a wonderful thing, because I think it's also something that you can see on stage, and you can feel it on stage, that you two have a wonderful harmony together, not just vocally and musically, but you can tell that you're soulmates, and that's a wonderful thing. And how about another one? You got another one for us? It doesn't have to be new. It can be whatever.
I'm gonna do "Scare Me." This one I wrote about 3 years ago, and we had certain. So it's new to the band, but I've kind of had it on the back burner, and Serena puts the voice on it though, so it's real kind of her.
Very
Interesting
cool.
opening to this song. What we were just speaking about. Me and Adam were not married very long when he had written this, and it really kind of, to me, was about kind of the struggle of starting to do music together. It was it was pretty tough at the beginning.
It had to be. I mean, you guys got a lot of other things going on too. You got work and the married life thing, and like I said, and then you bring this music thing into the mix, which, like I said, it can be a struggle.
Yeah.
And I think you guys have found that great balance, I think. And so let's hear this song and hear what that's about then. This is Guy Marshall live on 90.3 The Rock and UTTV The Rock Unplugged. Let her go. great stuff. Again, Guy Marshall live in studio, picking out some brand new tunes for us, man. I love it. Great new stuff there. Let's go back a little, then we're going to look forward a little bit. Old Joe White, huge. I mean, it just, was that from that quote-unquote demo tape you made? I mean, that it was what you first put out there on the intrawebs, I think, and shot out there at least. I mean, talk about starting out with a winner. Tell us a little about that song, because that's one whenever we play it, the phone rings, and it's like, who is this? Who is this? And it's such a great tune, and it's one that you really started out with, nailing it. Tell us a little bit about that song and where that came from, because folks just love it, still do.
That song, that was probably the first song that I would say was a more songwriter type song. I mean, I grew up listening to Radiohead and a lot of British rock, a lot of obscure things that's very hard to, musicians, they essentially, things go in their ears and then it comes out their hands a bit of a different way than it went in their ears, you know what I mean? It's an interpretation of what you've heard and what you love and what you've experienced and whatnot. And so for a long time I was writing songs and really kind of going for maybe a different viewpoint of things. And then I started to listen to a lot of singer-songwriter type people like